Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Legacies. This is episode 10, double digits of season 2. Hopefully guys have enjoyed this series so far. If you've not checked out season 1, please go and watch that because it's really good, and then get back up to date with this episode because loads of stuff has been going on and there's so many relationships that are being established and going forward that if you've not seen it you might get a little bit confused what's going on. But the last episode, you know, the necromancer has returned, and he returned in the flesh of just a normal standard human called Ted. And you know, he woke up in the middle of the street somewhere and he was fuming that he didn't have his magic powers and he didn't look like himself with his cuts all over his head and like pretty much looking like death, and he just wanted to be the necromancer. And he was fuming that, you know, Malivore promised him I don't know, like a life of peace and freedom, but he never got that or whatnot. But the twist is, it looks like he possibly did get that in the form of being Ted, getting sent back as a human, but he was just miserable one day. He was working in, like, I don't know, an ice cream shop where he put sprinkles on stuff, and like everybody was singing and dancing, and he's just got like a miserable face like that. He's fuming and he's just dropping the sprinkles on, no cheer, nothing. But you know, his acting is just really good. His voice is just like so perfect for the necromancer like image, and you know, he was consistently practicing his magic, getting stronger, and he recruited somebody on his side, and well, someone who was naive. He was just like buzzing that somebody, well, he believed in like the supernatural stuff and like aliens and that and conspiracies, and that's how they kind of become friends. And then he seen him do a little like wake a cockroach up and stuff, and then obviously he got into his little clique, and the necromancer ended up sacrificing him and then raising him from the dead when his powers were fully back. And you know, he wants to go after the school because that thing, that object that Joseph put the dark magic in, he wants it. He wants to take it. He wants to absorb it himself. I thought Malivore might want to do it, but it's the necromancer that wants to do it. So he has ended up melting Clark's body. You know, it's back into like a tar pit. It's a portal towards Malivore, and he's resurrected like a demon, a monster out of it, and he's instructed him to go into the school to take this away from Hope/Joseph. So, I mean, interesting with that one. I'm really happy that we're going to get another episode with the necromancer in because I feel like he's an exciting character. We also had Landon. He was taking Sebastian around the school. There was, you know, Rick was trying to give him a chance to say, look, I know that he's been accepted into school right now, but we did have procedures. We had background checks. We took them around, see if they can integrate with the students of society, see if they are a fit for the school, and if not, you know, you have to move on your way like they've done with Landon the first time, and if you successfully pass, then you get welcomed. So Landon, yeah, no better person that can take him around for the day than the person that cannot die. If you decide to lash out and kill him, well, he's just going to come back, isn't he? He's a phoenix. So they was kind of like bonding, and he was going around and he was doing quite good actually. He was passing quite a lot of the tests, so he ended up going to dodgeball with the Wolves, and he did get hit in the face and the easy chance for him to lash out, but he didn't. But I kind of thought that he was holding it in. He definitely wanted to. And then the witches, they dropped blood around all the vampires to see if he would react, and he didn't actually. You know, most of the vampires all reacted, and MG as well kind of like went all this like ripper thing, and he wanted to get it, and Sebastian jumped in the way, and he was like helped him, and he's like, calm down, you know, Milton, you know, you're better than this, go over there, take a deep breath. You know, he was passing it, and then he went again to the witches, and where Lizzie was, and he see if he could pass their test. They had like a ball, you know, like see if they can. Kind of like, you know, like the one that Hope had when he was asking Landon stuff, and if he lied, it glowed, so to speak. But it wasn't one of those, but it was kind of like giving vibes out. And the woman or the girl that was holding it, who's actually Hope's new roommate. So I hope she plays a part in it, because otherwise, what is the point in introducing her as Hope's roommate? And she was the one that dropped the blood, and she was the one that done this, so she had a little bit of a role in the last episode. Said she could sense that Sebastian doesn't feel like he's good enough for Lizzie, you know, and he's scared that he's not going to be accepted into the school, and that he's going to get thrown off a ship. And then you know, he kind of like, I don't know, went a bit crazy through like Landon, and then like run off. But you know, I didn't think it was bad, and I didn't think he kind of acted that bad either. I thought the information that was released there was kind of showing that he's just a normal human who's like scared to be rejected from the society. And then we did getting a story from him saying that when he was a kid, yeah, he was sold to like, I don't know, sailors, and then every time he tried to run away, they grabbed him back and they punished him. And you know what happened one time is like, I think everybody got through overboard or something, or he killed everyone. I'm not too sure, but I thought it fit. They fit the story quite well. It was really good. I like how Hope and Joseph actually are kind of getting on, you know. Landon and Joseph, again, they're getting on, which is good. They was having a chat, they was clicking really well. Landon was saying, look, I know that we're not together now, but I really do miss our friendship and our relationship. You're a great person, and, you know, I never really kind of wanted to break up with you. I just got all my feelings back for Hope, and I do apologise for that. I know it's hard, I know it's harsh, but I still really like you. I don't want you out of my life. And he was clicking really well. He decorated Hope's side of the room. Like I said, she's only got half a side now because she's got a roommate. And she come in, she hugged them both. That's nice to see. You know, everybody's getting along. And like I said as well, Hope was helping Joseph with some magic surrounding this dark object that the necromancer's got somebody to come and try and take away from the school. So, I mean, lots of stuff's going on. Rick hunted down Sebastian after he ran away, and he was feeding on a human. Rick shot him with his bow, and he was speaking to him. He's kind of like, look, mate, I'll give you, you can have a second chance, you know, we're all about second chances. But then he went on a tangent, Sebastian, now, like he's slept with Lizette all over the school, and he's not going to stop, and he's going to come after him. Kind of like I said, he gave me the Marcel vibes when he was saying to Klaus on the bridge that he's going to keep coming after the family, and Elijah thought the only thing that he could do was take him out, and that is a kind of like, in that situation there, he was kind of asking Rick to shoot him. But I think Ricky's smart. I think Ricky's logical, and I don't think Rick's killed him because we didn't see him kill him. We didn't see what happened then. All we got told is when Rick went back to the school and spoke to Lizzie and said that he chose to leave. That's what he said. He said, we're given an option to stay, and he chose to leave, and Lizzie was crying, saying, yeah, I'm glad that he's left. I'm glad that he's left. But deep down, she's not. She's pretty devastated because she did have a connection. And Dorian has got a new intern, which is Caleb's sister, mate, who's got a click with MG. So, again, that's really interesting. A human, another one, especially a friend of, you know what I mean, a friend of MG's sister, who's like, they kind of fancy each other, where Caleb told him to stay away from her. It's going to be really interesting, as obviously now Lizzie's single as well, what's going on with them. So can't wait to find out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 10 of season 2 of Legacies.
What's their name?
Mr. Wrinkles.
Mr. Wrinkles. Well, that's a good name. Do you think you and Mr. Wrinkles would like to go on a trip?
But I live here.
I know, but I run a school that you and Mr. Wrinkles would really like it there.
I wonder what girl this is in the present.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want to do about this?
Think anyone will buy a gas leak?
Tell us to enjoy this. Alyssa Chang's on the warpath again.
You will be a troll, married to Jed, and live in a garbage can.
Alyssa Chang has a roommate. Pray for her.
They picked her up. They picked it. Right, okay. They fucking picked her up, mate. If she is not in the show now, I'm going to be disappointed. I am. Because it has gone straight off from my last episode when in the outro, I said, mate, if we are introducing somebody and it's going to have no relevance, I don't like it, there's no point. Yeah, I said it, because sometimes we do drop information in for the sake of it and it plays no factors. We come instantly into this episode. We've got a backstory of the female. He said that Alyssa Chang, is that what she's called, has got a new roommate, which is Hope. Sick. Honestly, that is what I want in a character. I don't even know who she is. I've seen her one time. She played a few scenes. You picked her up. I'm interested. That's how you introduce somebody. Also, if you'd never listened to Youngblood from the UK, right, first of all, you think my accent is a mad UK one. Listen to an interview of him speaking. Crazy. Absolute amazing singer. Listen to him sing Taylor Swift, Cardigan and Avril Lavigne and Back to Black / Travis Scott, yeah, in the live lounge. It is next level. It's like 10 out of 10. She's so good. And also One Republic shout out. They're sick as well.
Spell the knob to do not disturb. I needed my chemistry of magic textbook, and more importantly, why are you on my bed? I thought it'd be nice if it saw some action.
What the hell?
What do you think, Mr. Wrinkles? Looks better on me than her, right?
Please don't kill her after I've just buzzed off that start. I'd be devastated.
Okay, that's enough.
Maybe I deserve the black magic to just boomerang back to me.
Just cut yourself some slack, okay?
Drop it in a place where magic can't escape.
Ah, the Malvo pit.
Prison world.
Absolutely.
But no, this is perfect.
No, I said no.
Never know what you get in one of these episodes. That's why I
Bad
love
enough that
it.
Sebastian ghosted me, but now Dad's acting like an annoying control freak.
Lisa Chang has me all worked up. That girl has no boundaries. She takes all of my stuff, and every day she has a new scented candle, one of which that smelled like bacon.
Maybe you just try talking to her. Police hate being confronted. How about some more sparring?
Good
first?
advice.
Maybe some judo or kempo.
It shatters all the black magic goes into Josie.
I didn't know there still
She's
existed,
fine.
let alone how to repair one.
I'm gonna let you two catch up.
Innate connection was good then. Rick seems to not care.
Gotta find myself a bomb expert.
You flew from Japan for Coven Day?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? For years, witches have been persecuted for being different. Coven Day is an opportunity for all of us to celebrate.
Oh, she's been absorbed by it as it took possession of her body.
Glad you decided to join us.
Now I know we don't see eye to eye, and I'm sure you probably weren't super excited about having a roommate. Oh, I don't mind having a roommate. They just don't like you. Maybe we could talk about boundaries. Start over.
They're going to get rid of you unless you get rid of her.
We should start over. Back to when I had the room to myself.
I've always wondered why I don't fit in.
Because you got admitted here due to a clerical error?
I've been misdiagnosed. I'm not a witch. I'm fairy.
I hope so, mate.
Never knew my parents. Maybe they were eaten by Malivore.
Maybe you could be eaten by Malivore so we can forget your whole presentation.
Hey, I'm glad they're using him for something good.
Don't let anyone make you look weak.
Wait, what? He's playing both of them? What's Hope getting out of it? No, I'm not having that. Like, I'm like Eddie Hurt. No, I'm not having that. That's right. She should be instantly just going to Rick, mate, it's a creature here. I can see him. He's telling me to do stuff, you know. Got to see a bit more of this one. With Hope anyway, that has definitely intrigued me why she's seeing it, listening, doing stuff.
Cute shoes. They look better on me.
What's going on?
How'd it go with Alyssa Chang? You guys BFFs?
Your advice was useless, Landon. Just like you.
You would be like him.
I got an emergency brewing here.
Does it have anything to do with Hope acting like Alyssa Chang 2.0?
You said it's invisible.
Not to fairies.
Focus on your breathing and embrace the silence.
Good silence.
If this bomb goes off, it will destroy everything.
But I thought you wrote true crime. And will render safe protocol for any explosive. Detonate it from a distance. That's how we did things in the EOD. But it's fiction. You can just make something up, right?
Look, I am not the principal anymore. And to be honest, I wish Lizzie would date somebody like you.
What happened to the good-looking exchange student?
He's not right for her.
Jeez, Rick, what'd you do? Murder him?
Well, you're gonna have to give me a lawyer before I answer that question.
Okay, just the thing that's on the shoulders that Wade can see. I'm assuming that Hope and Alyssa cannot see it, and it's just a voice that they hear inside the head that's manipulating them. Do you know what I mean? That would make more sense now, because like I said, if Hope seen it, she would have gone. But the way Wade explained it, it plays on like insecurities or something. So like I'm assuming that they can't see it and it's just voices and it's changing them and making them panic and say stuff. I liked that situation from Rick, and she said something smart, mate. You see it, don't you? When people find a bomb in real life or what they perceive to be a bomb, maybe in like a train station or something, the bomb squad comes in, they cover it with like a dome and they blow it up, mate. You've seen it in Monsters Inc. They get the sock, they run on, put it in the case, blow it up. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, it makes sense.
I've summoned a sphere. It represents your collective thoughts and emotions.
Hope stealing Josie's loser boyfriend, or Lizzie getting dumped by Sebastian when she's the only girl he's met since 1509.
At least I have a family. Orphan.
Something's wrong.
I will tell you what is wrong, okay? That hair, that shirt, okay? I feel you have a point there. What is going on?
I'm gonna need you to get out of my way.
Can touch stuff now.
I can't see it. I lost it.
Lost what? Landon's fashion sense? Sorry, I didn't mean that.
You said my look was classic.
And you believed that?
It's gaining strength by the minute. Once it's strong enough to manifest itself on a
non-fairy plane. Anyway, we have to figure out a way to stop it.
Then I get back home, and Maya is on her best behavior, and you do not have to be a cop to realize
that she's hiding something.
Clown car in there, 5 kids, 1 keg. I don't even know how they all squeezed in there. Did the reasonable thing that we always do because we have to do, right?
Keep secrets to protect them, so I'm not sure I'm the right person to be asking. I'm Team Ethan, so maybe trust him to make the right decisions on his own.
You should let your daughter solve their own problems sometimes.
She dominated him as well. She flipped it, mate.
Maybe secrets that you're keeping.
I'll be taking those secrets with me to the grave.
It's week 2 Myrrh, Sinbad Scimitar, and fairies.
You're doing the exact same thing that Landon is with his training. You're trying to fit in. It's delusional.
Mate, but before this happens, let's say a prayer. Let Wade be a fairy. Let him absolutely dominate, please. I want nothing more. Did not know I wanted that before the episode started. I'm all in Team Wade. I might even get a Team Wade shirt, man. Literally, everyone puts him down and I want him to fucking fly, mate. Literally, like a fairy.
Wade, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Actually, you did.
There's a monster on campus. Kind of looks like that pimple Hope had last week. Are you sure it wasn't your own reflection?
It's good banter between these two, though. Not gonna lie.
After what happened with Clark, I'm nervous to do even the smallest spells.
Oh, wow, she looks well good.
Don't let it break.
Josie, wake up.
Oh, she looks sick.
It took the sand clock.
The sand clock? Why?
It doesn't matter.
We need to exploit a weakness to take it down fast. Except Landon's research into that was about as useful as his fighting skills. Oh my god, sorry. Love you.
What happened back there? What everyone said? It wasn't cool. I did some research, and the more people that believe in you, the stronger your powers. I'm 100% behind you. And I'm not alone.
Ah, the whole school's chanting it, mate. Yeah, sick, mate. Come on, Wade. Absolutely shine.
Wait, why are we doing this again? I think it's someone's birthday. Oh.
What's wrong?
This isn't giving me any powers. I don't think anyone really believes in me.
Oh, go on, Landon.
What the hell are you doing?
Trusting in Wade? You can't protect yourself, let alone anyone else. Shut up. You're weak.
I got this, Hope.
Hey, yes, mate. Mate, everyone should be chanting Wade now. Sound clock smashed. Oh, love it. Look at it. Oh, it's breaking though. I don't love that. Ah, let's say, get in there, Wade, son. See, it's always good, mate. Look at that happy moment. You know what I don't like though. This is the thing. Just because he is a fairy now, what? Everybody likes him. Well, what about before when he was telling you that he was a fairy? You're just made fun of him. I'm not about jumping onto the bandwagon. I was all Team Wade before I even knew that he was Magica. Because everybody put him down, now into rise. That's the thing, man. You should never... It's a lesson. Say it all the time. Treat everybody with respect because you don't know who they are. You don't know what problems they're going through and you don't know what they can become. Yeah, the person that you see on the street right now might be homeless for a reason that is not their fault. But they could be a great person and have a great life and so nice and humble and they just need to start and someone to believe in them like Landon did there. And look at him now, he rolls up, he's shine, he saved the day. And you just should treat everyone with respect. So I'm buzzing that Wade has done good. I do like a bit of continuity as well because... You know, like I said last episode, Hope got a new roommate, Alyssa, and like, you know, I was like hoping that she's going to be part of it, and we kind of dropped her in here. It's like, not a big deal, but we've made it a bit relevant. And Wade, we've used him like maybe 4 times in the past. Everybody's getting his name wrong, and then we slowly come forward. Everyone's remembering he's called Wade, and he's getting a little story. A boom, he's a fairy now. You know what I mean? Bit of continuity, I like it. Not just a random character dropped in for no reason, saving the day. Somebody that's actually progressed up. Good stuff.
Lizzie was rushed to the infirmary with severe burns. Thankfully, she'll be okay.
Well, I was in the library all morning.
I also know that you've been practicing linking spells.
But I'm gonna have to send you away.
She's not like the others.
They kind of picked her up to be a pretty strong witch, though.
What would you like to do, Alyssa?
I want to stay.
Still don't like this idea.
Well, none of us like it, but it's
That
the
was a
only
good
plan that we
transition.
have.
Well, my bomb expert, she didn't give me the best advice on explosives, but she did point out that I could be better at letting you girls solve your own problems. questions.
Oh, I'd love to go camping, right, and see stars like that. It looks
Working
sick.
together. That's what Coven Day is all about.
I'm sorry about what I said before. You know, the monster. I deserved it.
Oh, I'm praying for Kai. I'm fucking praying for it. It's not gonna happen though.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you needed help.
I want them to fail and just send it to Kai's one.
Well done, witches. Well done. But it's not over. We must pull together and channel our energy as one to banish the sand clock before it breaks.
Whose blood have they got though? Who's Bennett Witch? Yeah, whose is it? Why have they got his sword? Oh, where's it gone?
We did it. It's gone.
Got Draco at the back hugging him. Look.
Earlier, I said some things.
We both had monster brain. We can forget all about that.
I love you, Landon. I don't want you to be the hero. I'm not going to train you to fight with me anymore. Not if the monsters are back.
I was gonna say he still needs to defend himself.
If you won't train me, I'll find someone who will.
Yeah. Go and get Raph.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to thank you for your advice earlier. What do you say? Dinner this weekend.
You're the bomb, mate. That is sick. First of all, right, how's he not noticed a big dopey beer mat in his pocket? Not sure. But look at that smile, mate. That is what we've been waiting for, Rick. That is what we've been waiting for. I just want him to be happy, and I'm glad that he gives the girls a chance, and they've, well, on face value, succeeded so far. My value, I want them to fail, go into the wrong world, go into Kai's world, then the Necromancer wants to go and get it back, and he opens a portal, whips Kai back in, is a baddie in the present, and dominates again. That's never going to happen, but that's my perfect world. There we go. There's a downside to it. Get in there.
With the drama over, I don't have anything to distract myself anymore. I know I shouldn't care.
Got room for one more? I think Landon might hate me.
I'm excited. Something's gone wrong. It's the best thing ever.
You look very happy.
2 years
Melissa.
ago again.
We can stop having our weekly sessions.
I'm really intrigued with this character. You know, I hope she stays in it for a bit anyway. Oh, that was a good transition, that wasn't it? I like it.
It's none of my business while you're in town.
I appreciate that. Rick asked me to help him with a student, someone who was giving him trouble.
I was just leaving. We'll discuss this later.
I wanted to confess something. It's what I know about what you did. Josie recently did this purge spell to return everyone's memories about Hope. I remembered other things, like what you did to me.
Let me go and get Dr. Swordsman.
That won't be possible. I sent them away. I thought it was poetic justice.
That's not possible. You'd need the Ascendant and Bennett blood.
Or I would just need to use a linking spell. I linked the two Ascendants.
I mean, that would never happen,
When the girls
but
sent the
I
sand
like
clock,
it.
they were also sending themselves and Dr. S. Dice go.
I like it. I do like it. I like how it's a human, or whatever you want to call it, like a person. Oh, I'll let it play out. I think it's going to finish soon. Fuck her though, did ya?
What the hell did you do?
Dad?
Oh, it's...
Where are we?
I'm in a prison world. I'm guessing Alyssa Chang wants to teach me a lesson.
Shit.
Hello, Elizabeth.
I mean, right, okay. I do like how Sebastian is there, but I would much prefer Kai. I'm still on that. Right. It's the prison world that they made when he was a kid. No. Did he get sent? No, he didn't. I don't know. The prison world that he got sent to, what was it? Unless am I blanking and has he died? I feel like not. I feel like he's alive. I do feel like he's alive in a prison world. My last memory of him, anyway, was him singing, knocking on heaven's door with Stefan there. And I'm sure he's in the prison world, but now I'm questioning myself. But regardless of that, this Alyssa is good. Because it's not it's no longer a monster now. It is a physical person in the flesh, in the being. And, like, that excites me because, I don't know, I feel like it's more... When you say realistic, you sound daft, don't you? Because, you know, none of it's realistic. It's all magic here. But it's more natural to us. It's what we see. It's how we see it. You know, this is the only show when a threat has come. It's been mystical, spiritual, you know, monstery, dragonair. Usually it's a physical person, a vampire or something. So it's very good. I mean, I'm excited now. she said other kids. How many kids have they sent to this school? Right? That's what's interesting. And, like, why did he get sent there? So, like, is it if they're not fit for the school? So, if they're not fit for the school and they say you got to leave, like Rick said to her, and they give them a choice, do you want us to, like, take away your memories or not? She said, yeah, got them took away. That's why she's still at the Salvatore school. But if they said no, have they been sending them there? Because if that's true, then that is madness, isn't it? It actually is. Because he would have sent them there so they didn't risk exposing the school to the general public. I do think it's madness. I'd love to see how many people are actually there. Now, in terms of Rick locking Sebastian away, I ain't going to blame him for that. Like I say, he was digging his own grave last episode. Now, I mean, what's better? If I ask you that question, what's better? Send him to the prison world so he can live and, okay, he might be on his own, but he can walk around and live. Or 2, kill him, yeah, which obviously that's not as good. Or 3, lock him in a box, throw him away, and let him be, like, shriveled up and not alive. Personally, I think putting him in the prison world is a better option. That is my personal opinion. I would rather be alive in a prison world walking around than be dead or locked in a box, like, redundant. So, on that one, interesting. I'm excited to see how Lizzie reacts, obviously, because she thought that, well, Rick lied to her and said that he chose to go away, didn't he? And obviously he hasn't. And, do you know what, right? I think this woman, I always forget her name, like, I actually always do forget her name, but I do like her. That, like, I know that she's just been knocked on the floor then, and Alyssa's saying that you're not going to remember it. It's, like, poetic. It is good. But I actually liked how in the episode she was teaching them and she was doing magic because, like, the teachers that we have at this school, or we only know 2 of them, which is Dorian and Rick, they're human. And I actually like seeing them do a bit of magic. But I also think that, I said it in the last episode and maybe the one before, it's heavily on vampires. I mean, on witches, this one. I know, like, the Vampire Diaries is the vampires, clearly, it's in the name, and the originals is the vampires as well. But we have vampires and wolves and witches in this one in a school, and most of it is heavily reliant on witchy stuff. And I really want Hope to become the tribrid, should I say, and unlock that vampire side. And I don't think we use Caleb and MG enough, me personally. I actually don't think we use, or Raph, like, he's not even in the season. It's been 1 episode or 2. We're on, like, episode 10. So I feel like we need to utilise the wider spread of supernaturals. And I like how they use Wade this episode and said that he was a fairy. And that is going to wrap up episode 10 of Legacies Season 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, it does excite me that we never know what we're getting when we dive into the episodes. Honestly, like, who thought that I would be, was it 2 episodes ago? Christmassy Jumper. This episode, Team Wade. I never know what I'm getting. It's a big positive for me in this show. This is why I'm very interested in it. Because we had Santa absolutely RKOing, killing everybody, and me wearing a Christmas jumper randomly, to the Necromancer coming back, displaying sick acting, and then boom, here we've got, like, Wade Fairy going on, the prison world. So good. Honestly, none of that has even been Malivore mentioned. Okay, the supernatural's coming from Malivore, whatever you want to call it, but none of it has been focused on the same storyline. It's all different. I mean, it's kind of, it makes sense, the storyline, so it's not like random things thrown in here and there. Well, it actually is, but it fits the story. It's not as if it doesn't play a factor of the episode or the continuing story that we're trying to tell. But we've had, like, an 80s episode, we've had, like, a Christmassy episode, the Necromancer coming in, we've had this one. It's like, get it in there, mate. Consistently different things, keeping me physically engaged, not knowing what we're going to get. I understand the storyline of every single character, but I don't know which storyline is going to progress in the next episode. Now, usually you got the Vampire Diaries and the originals. The cast is a bit smaller, and you understand that, obviously, 1 episode, Bonnie and Enzo might have finished, like, doing something. The next one, you know that you're going to continue with a bit of that in the next episode, where you come on here, mate, you might have 1 whole episode without Lizzie and Josie. The next one, all about the Ascendant and Hope's in the background and Landon. Do you know what I'm saying? The next one, yeah, then you've not even got Hope at all, yeah, not even got Landon, but then you're throwing MG and Caleb in there and his sister, who wasn't even mentioned in this episode. And it's like, utilising the cast, giving them all a bit of time, not throwing them all in, all got invested storylines, not even seen Clark for a bit. The Necromancer wasn't even mentioned once this episode, even though it was his actions that, in the last one, that started all the stuff in this one. This is what I love, because to me, there's nothing better than always changing and always keeping you guessing. The best shows are the ones that provide you a bit of action and a bit of guessing. Like, because I love it when I'm sitting here watching and I can't predict what's going next. I can't predict who's going to be the bad guy. I don't know who's going to drop in and who's going to drop out, you know, and you don't know who's dying. Obviously, in this one, we don't have many people dying, but you don't know who's dying and who's not. Like, The Walking Dead was great when it started because, like, you was loving it, but it's like, oh, mate, how's he died? I didn't expect Dale to die or T-Dog, do you know what I mean? Oh, mate, Andrea, what the hell, Governor, he's got... Mate, who thought Herschel was going to die, get his neck cut? Do you know what I'm saying? Consistently guessing. Like, you're always questioning what's going on and who's happening. So I love it. This excites me in this in this show completely, that I never know who we're getting. I like how we actually did get answered what happened to Sebastian, yeah, because it did leave us kind of not on a cliffhanger, but we didn't really see what Rick done in the last episode, and now we know he sent him to a prison world, and we played it into the Ascendant, which hopefully plays into the Merge and maybe Kai, and it's just good stuff. It's like intertwining all the stories and making it one relevant, continuous one with Malaval, which I think is very clever. Now, Landon obviously wanted to try and learn how to defend himself this episode, and then we had this thing to like releasing people's like inner thoughts or like enhancing it, and Hope ended up saying some stuff like he's weak and he's always chasing after him and stuff, and she said to him at the end that, well, I'm not going to train you because I actually love you just the way you are. Like, you're not coming to save the day by fighting and putting yourself in danger. You're using it by using your brains and being smart and putting faith in others. That's all great, but he does need to defend himself, and like he said, that's fine, but if you don't help me, I'll get someone else to. It gives me Karate Kid vibes as well. I love it when he stood on that little thing and he fighting with a C. It does give me some Karate Kid vibes. And I would like Raphael to come back in it now. Like I said before, we're heavily reliant on the witches storyline. It was basically a whole witch episode of the Covens. Vampires didn't even play really a factor. The wolves are absolutely redundant in this show. Like, they actually are. Like, Raphael's the leader of the pack. Why? I don't see any of them. I have probably seen Jed more times than Raphael this season. Do you know what I mean? Like, he even played the dodgeball last episode. Raphael's still not been here. Like, I think that they've missed a spot on him coming back with his PTSD. We could have used that a lot and, like, developed his character. And, like, you can... Like, with something like PTSD, a lot of people in life have suffered from stuff like this, and it's amazing when you see somebody, you know, when you watch a program, you can get behind someone like Wade, for example, he's consistently getting bullied, and in this episode, he was getting a chance to shine, and I was fully invested, and it's somebody like Raphael who's got PTSD, he clearly has, like, people can relate to that. There's loads of people that have been to war and, you know, fighting for the countries with mad respect, you know, you got a hell of a lot of balls to go and defend your country, you know, like, you are amazing, and you deserve all the respect that you could get, and you deserve people to help you as well with your PTSD, because it is a trauma, and I would love to see Raphael actually, you know, people behind him, supporting him. Landon was doing it a little bit, but then going to therapy, getting better, and like consistently growing, and just show that, you know, everybody can go from being in one spot to another and progress. And I think that they missed a trick on it with that one. Like, we just dropped him out meeting his family, which is great, honestly, it actually is. But then show us him bonding with his dad, and show us him like progressing and being happy and knowing that there's hope out there for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would like to see more of him. This prison world now has got me fully hooked. I don't know how many kids are in there. This Alyssa as well. I'm really excited that it's an actual person in the school, a student that's actually causing absolute chaos and mayhem. That is a big thumbs up from me, honestly. Like, that is what I like to see. It doesn't always have to be a supernatural. It could be somebody in the present. I need Hope to actually, like, fight her, dominate her. I really want Hope to die, actually. Like, I want her to absolutely get killed. Hopefully, Alyssa, she seems quite strong. We dedicated, like, a whole 8-year backstory towards her. So I want her to actually be able to, well, let her take Hope out. Just kill her. Just kill Hope so she can come back as a vampire and unlock the tribrid, you know, like, key factors of all of her traits. And that's what That's what I'm asking for this season. I want her to go in, fight, die, come back, try bid next season. That'll be the best scenario for me. So thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.